My name is Buckwheat Grayson. I'm one of 2 private detectives operating out of London, and recently, I've become rather good at going undercover. Take this obscure alleyway pub, for example. I've just traced one particular thievery case to the pub's owner. The patrons of this pub aren't exactly the innocent types themselves, and so coming in as a private detective without a disguise would surely see me attacked. But see me now. From a private detective to a common bandit, all thanks to my trusty fake mustache and hat. Hello! Hello? Name? Not Buckwheat Grayson. I don't know who that is. You really? He's a private detective. Very successful. Doesn't wear a hat? You really don't know? Sorry, no. But I'll keep an eye out. We don't like private detectives here. May I come in? Hat? Mustache? Yeah, you're good to go. And hey, welcome. Have a good time. Thank you, and to you as well. Welcome? Nobody ever welcomes me. People always seem to be nicer to me when I'm undercover. Is that a problem? And there are the stolen goods, along with all the evidence I need for a conviction. Expertly done, Buckwheat. Thank you, Buckwheat. You're welcome, Buckwheat. My fake mustache and hat never fail. Now to hang around and see if I can pick up on any other crimes before I make my escape. Oh no, darn it all, that's Sherlock Holmes, the other private detective. Doesn't he know the patrons of this bar will kill him if they get the chance? I need to get him out of here. Holmes, you sneaky bastard, I'll kill you! Nobody touch him, he's mine! Buckwheat? Oh, terribly sorry. Oh, am I in your way? You want the drink? Oh dear!
What the hell was that?
Look! He doesn't have a hat! It's Buckwheat Grayson! Get out of the way, fellow bandit! I want to shoot Sherlock Holmes! Let's hurry up and get out of here before they realize this isn't a real hat. Whew, that was a close one. What were you doing, Holmes? That pub was filled to the brim with killers. Back up, Buckwheat. Sorry, I'm just excited. I never thought I'd really be able to help you with something. I mean, obscure pub or not, you never make mistakes like that. What good luck I was there to help you the one time you did. That's enough, Buckwheat. I would have been fine. But I helped you. Buckwheat, I understand you've been working to improve yourself lately. That's admirable. But you have to know you'll always be in second place. Come on now, I'm a good detective now. I'm like you. You are not like me. This one happenstance doesn't make you my peer. Come on, Sherlock, I know I'm not. I looked into your old convictions. You used to send innocent people to jail just so you could finish the cases you'd lost interest in more quickly. That was before I knew that was wrong. I haven't done that in almost 2 years, Sherlock, and I've put some really bad people away. And, I might add, those innocent people are all out of jail now. How long am I supposed to just take people saying that I'm not good enough because of the way I used to be? Is this supposed to just follow me around forever? I've changed, Sherlock. Sure, but you have to know you'll never be a real detective, Buckwheat. I'm sorry? Perhaps I'll see you around. Holmes, how can you be so cruel? You had to hear it, Watson. One mistake on my part doesn't make him any less inferior. That doesn't mean you can just talk to him like that. Holmes was right about one thing. As long as I stay in London, I will always be in second place. I'll always be in Holmes's shadow. Maybe it's time I stepped out of it. My mind is made up. I don't know when I'll be back, but at least for the moment, I said goodbye to my good friend Watson, and goodbye to London. Watson cried. Okay, I cried. Watson comforted me. But I think this is the right choice in the end. And I'm sure I'll be back. Goodbye, smoking guy on a barrel. Goodbye, robot people. Goodbye, golden dagger. I did have some good times here, didn't I? I am going to miss this place. Hear this, London. Buckwheat Grayson is going to America. Hello, cabby. Take me on one final trip, if you would. Where would you like to go, Mr. Grayson? America. By horse cart? And here I am. New England. Now, I ask you, what's better than being the best detective in a city? Being the best detective on a continent. I don't see Sherlock being the best detective on any continents.
Well, he is the best detective in the world.
But he's not in America. I'm going to be the best detective in America. That's 2 continents. Sherlock Holmes is the best on an island. I'm going to be the best on a 2-continent landmass. Tell me which is better.
Well, yeah, but Sherlock Holmes is also the best detective in the world.
All right, that was enough. The conversation had reached a natural stopping point. There was no need to go any further. Hey, did I hear somebody talking about who the best private detective in America is? Perhaps. We were talking about that, so it's definitely possible. Who are you supposed to be? Buckwheat Grayson. And you are? My name is Hominy Thompson. I'm the 2nd best private detective in the United States. Well, I hope you're ready to go down a spot, old chap, because I'm quite the private detective myself, and I'm here to stay. You're coming after 2nd place. No, I'm going after 1st place. Well, then what's that got to do with me? It's when I take 1st place, whoever's in 1st place is going to be bumped down to 2nd. It will have a trickle-down effect, you'll see. My name's not Juicy. I'm sorry. My name is Hominy Thompson. Yeah. Say it. What? Say my name is Hominy Thompson. My name is Hominy Thompson. No, you did it wrong. What? Your name is Buckwheat Grayson. Say it. Your name is Buckwheat Grayson? No, that's yours. I'm Hominy Thompson. I know. Then say it. Say what? Say my name is Hominy Thompson. I don't think that's such a good idea, Hominy. So, where exactly is the best private detective in America right now? That is, the former best, since I'm here these days from now on. I should like to meet with them.
They're in Idaho. Nowhere near New England. It's actually on the other side of the continent. Big continent, too.
Oh. And hey, hold on. There's no way I'm letting you bump me down to 3rd place. Well, I'm hardly going to accept being in 3rd place myself. Especially since the 2 people that would be above me aren't as good as me. Big words, Buckwheat. What, especially?
What's your biggest solve, then? Lay it on me.
Well, it's bigger than yours, I know it is. But why focus on history? I'm a better detective than you today. That's all that matters.
Sounds like someone hasn't got much to be proud of.
I don't even know why I'm talking to you right now. I should be heading over to Idaho so I can meet with the previous best detective in America and let them know their new standing.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh?
If you're trying to bump me down a spot, you gotta see me first. Hello? I'm sorry, I couldn't help but overhear your discussion.
It's an argument.
Well, why don't you 2 have a detective competition? Winner gets 2nd place.
No, I don't
Whoever
want...
solves the most cases in a week wins.
A week? Yes. We both traditionally solve multiple cases over the course of one...
Are we including the weekend?
Well, I think we've got to. I think that's what was being implied, a 7-day week.
Agreed. I would, of course, be happy to do a 5-day one.
Me as well. But we shan't.
No, it would go against the will of the one who suggested the contest.
Very well then. At the end of these 7 days, I will prove to you that that I'm at least the 2nd best. I'll prove that I'm better than you.
If anyone's the 2nd best here, between the 2 of us, it's me.
Okay. I hope you're ready for the fight of your life, Hominy. And by the way, you groom yourself like a devil.
A handsome devil.
Damn it. Solve the most cases. We didn't specify murders. Perhaps I could solve simpler crimes.
Buckwheat, I had an idea.
Yes, Hominy?
I think this competition could end up making us look rather bad. I'd say that, assuming one of us wins it all, the score will end up being 1-0 at the end of the week. It's bad optics.
True. The average murder is a 2 or 3 weeker for me if I don't get lucky with the evidence.
Really? More like 5 or 6 for me. Anyway, here's the point. I think we can solve more cases if we work together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it's true enough. The only way to win this competition is to solve as many cases as is possible. And if I worked with another detective, I would certainly solve more cases.
As would I.
A mutually beneficial agreement, then. Alright, Hominy. I'm game.
Perfect. This murder case I've just been given is killing me. I could use a second pair of eyes.
And how do you know he died by gunshot?
There was a bullet in his head, and he didn't used to have that.
No?
I go to his restaurant all the time. Saw him 2 weeks before, no bullet in his head. Then he's dead, bullet.
That can't be a coincidence. Let's look at the body and see if we can't figure out what type of firearm was used by the killer. Well, I suppose that's one case solved for me then.
And one for me as well. An equal start, but I'll soon take the lead. Buckwheat? Are you hiding or are you feeling sad?
Hominy, I need you to distract the resident of this house while I sneak in the back.
Alright, Buckwheat? No, you got it all wrong. Basically, it's a food produced from dried maize kernels that have been treated with an alkali.
Oh, good save, Hominy.
What? Who's that? What are you doing? And what are you doing? Would you cut that out?
And you, sir, are under arrest for embezzlement. Pack your bags, because you're going to jail. Oh, you pack fast. Let's get out of here, Hominy.
Buckwheat, why are you dressed like a cologne model?
Listen, the game doesn't give you access to the wardrobe for all of the cases, so sometimes I'm just going to be wearing the default outfit and I'm going to look like a cologne model.
Could you at least do up the buttons on your shirt?
I would if I could, Hominy. You're stomaching this massacre rather well, Hominy.
Yeah, I don't really get queasy being around dead people. It's seeing them that gets me.
I understand. The less time we spend solving this case, the better.
Agreed. Seeing a dead body is bad enough, but seeing it twice? Unbearable.
You just need to listen for the clicks and then change direction, you see. And, like that, the stolen cash is all right here.
Buckwheat, I found a handwriting sample.
Marvelous work, Hominy. What does it say?
I can't tell. Our suspect must be someone who's bad at handwriting.
I am so good at going undercover now, Hominy. Here, watch me. Hello, hear about your results. I'm afraid it's inoperable.
What? But I'm not even really sick.
Aren't you?
No, I was just trying to steal some drugs. In my blood. I was gonna get home and let all of the drugs out of my blood for storage and resale.
Gotcha. What are you always writing in there?
You wouldn't even understand it. It's too complex.
Even across the world like this, I carry with me all the lessons I learned from my time in London. All the things Watson helped to teach me. Stop right there. You're under arrest. That's one more solve for me.
Are we still tied up, Buckwheat?
It appears so. You're under arrest. 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 You're under a tree. You're under arrest. What an eventful week. Unfortunately, we ended up working together on every case, which puts the score at a dead tie.
You know, funny. I realized that myself. Grayson? Thompson? There's been another murder.
Ah, right on cue. You know, Hominy, since there's only enough time for this one last case, I'm ready to call our little competition a draw. We make a good team. If you're interested, then maybe
Keep your third place mentality, Buckwheat. I'm gonna solve this last case first, and I'm gonna prove that between you and me, I'm second best.
Oh, I thought we were... Very well then. Best of luck to you.
Ha! Idiot! Now I'm gonna be lucky solving this case too! You don't stand a chance!
A lawn bowls club. Perhaps this murder was the result of a roid rage. Good lord, what a gruesome scene.
Oh god, you said it.
Shall we at least study the body together, Hominy? We can form our conclusions separately, but I think it's best if we work together in these early evidence-gathering stages.
Yeah, thing is, that guy is very dead.
Yes, the smell is certainly foul. Let's take a closer look. Starting with you.
No.
Please?
No, dude, I'm gonna throw up.
What, is this your first harpooned dude? Amateur?
Buckwheat, I'm serious, it's gross.
Fine, make me do it then, God. Ugh, the smell alone suggests that his death wasn't recent. But look at the way the body is lying. The attack came from his back, and yet he's lying face up. This can't be the way he landed after the killing blow. And his right leg. It's not over the top of his left, suggesting that he wasn't rolled into this position after landing. Not to mention the spread of his arms. Hominy, does it look like this body's been moved to you?
You check.
Hominy, if you aren't going to help me with this body, then go get some information about the victim.
Okay.
Yes, well, he was a regular at this lawn bowls club. Bowled quite well, according to the others. Some had suspicions that he might be using performance enhancers.
Did the victim have any family?
A wife and a daughter, but we haven't been able to find them.
They're missing?
They're not at home. That's all we know at the moment.
That's all you know? Not a very wide breadth of knowledge you have there, officer.
That's all we know on the topic, okay? That's all we know about whether they're missing or not. You asshole. Does that make you happy? You want to live in a world where every sentence is 3 times the length just to be specific enough for you? Are you stupid? Because if you really didn't know what I meant, then you're a goddamn moron. And if you did know what I meant, then you're an asshole. So which is it? Are you stupid? Or are you an asshole? I'm waiting. Please tell me. Are you stupid, or are...
The blood on the grass is unusual, too. For such an extreme chest injury, you would expect far more. This is not blood which poured from the wound as his dying heart beat its last. Officer, get this body to the mortician, would you?
I'm sorry, I was just trying to do a joke.
Missing, you say?
They're not at home.
Is that all we know?
Yes.
How strange. Do we know for how long they've been gone?
All we know is they're not at home right now.
I suppose that makes them suspects. It's a curious time to disappear. In any case, the mortician's report should be done by now. Let's see the results.
I might stay out here, Buckwheat. I got a lot to think about right now. I might be a bad person.
Alright. Well, imagine me comforting you. You can deal with all that. I don't know how. I'll just... Well, the report all but confirms it. The man has been dead for days. Almost a week. And the regular use of the Lawn Bowls Club up until now confirms that his body was indeed moved there last night, several days after his death. How bizarre. The killer obviously had the body well hidden up until now, and made little effort to make it appear as if the man had been murdered on the scene. What purpose could there possibly be for dropping off a dead body previously hidden in such a public place? Was the body hidden close to where they live, such that the smell became too much? Regardless, the killer must have put some thought into all of this and worn gloves while moving the body. The only fingerprints upon it are mine, Hominy's, and that of the police force. Damn. This isn't going to be an easy solve.
I still think the lawn bowlers only pretend to show up and bowl on lawns. He could have been laying there the whole time and they're just trying to act like it's a real club with people that show up daily. Are you sure the body was moved, Buckwheat? I mean, really sure?
Without a doubt. Between that and his family being missing, I'm sure that finding them is the key.
You think his family did it?
Possibly. There's one other possibility, Hominy. They may have been kidnapped.
You think so?
I do.
Well, we all do that from time to time. No shame. I get tired.
What? No, I'm saying someone took them somewhere against their will.
Took them to take a nap?
Completely different thing.
I don't know. I feel like I did my fair share of napping as a kid, and I've never thought about it in the way you're saying.
Well, let's see then. Okay, so my book of definitions does say that kidnapping has a second meaning too. But one of them is what I mean about being taken somewhere against your will.
Huh.
We need to figure out who it was that moved the body first and foremost. Given that it was stored somewhere for days before being dropped off, I'd say we can immediately narrow down our list of suspects to only include those in the age range of 3+.
And why are we ruling out babies?
Well, because babies lack object permanence.
Object permanence. Remind me what that means? I swear, I've looked at the definition 1,000 times, but I always seem to forget as soon as I look away.
Sorry, it's the same for me, and I'm not sure where my book of definitions is.
The docks? Why did you bring us here, Buckwheat?
I'm interested in the harpoon that killed him. The branding on the shaft is that of the Puppeteer's Children. An organization of the same name has only one ship currently docked anywhere along New England's coast.
And I suppose that would be here. What was that?
My god. The boat! It's ablaze!
Good lord!
Hello? Hello, is anybody still in there?
Yes, we're in here!
Damn it! Hominy, come on, there are people inside!
It's a lot of fire. I think I might better look after the rowboat, if that's...
You're wasting time! Madam, are you in here? Madam! Stay right there, I can save you.
Save my daughter first!
Okay. Hold on, I'll just... Okay, Buckwheat. Breathe, and... I got you! Wait here, I'm going back for your mother.
Buckwheat, there's no time!
Damn it!
Police confirmed the identity. It was the victim's wife and daughter aboard that ship.
I wasn't fast enough. If I'd found out about the boat sooner, then maybe that young girl would still have her mother.
Hey, we did all we could. There's no need to think about what could have been done better.
But how dreadful, Hominy. What kind of a madman would be so cruel as to harpoon a dude and trap his wife in a burning death trap? And to put their daughter in there too? What a brat I am. I've changed, I said. How long do I have to hear about my mistakes, I asked. Enough of that. The answer should be an uncomfortable forever. I wasn't good enough then, and I'm better now. But I'm still not good enough. If I ever let myself forget this mistake, if I ever ask to stop hearing about it, then I am as heartless as I am inadequate. And now this little girl is all alone in the world.
Are you still gonna continue the investigation?
There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I'm not really good at... well, I'm just sorry. Though being kidnapped is actually sort of... scary. I'm sure it must have been very scary for you. What's your name?
Madeline?
Well, Madeline, we're going to see about finding one of your aunts or uncles to come and pick you up. Okay?
Okay. Hey, can you promise me something?
Of course.
I'm waiting.
What?
Promise me something. Promise you what?
I don't know, pick something.
But, okay, I promise you that I will do everything I can to find your parents' killer.
That's a good promise.
I spoke with Madeline after that, and she told me a few things. The first is that her family had been taken from their home a week ago. It was then that her father was killed, harpooned and left to bleed out on their very own doorstep as he tried to fight off the culprit. I continued the investigation, but the leads weren't leading me anywhere. The Puppeteer's Children seems to be more of a social club than any kind of company, and its members are very secretive. The residence listed in the dockmaster's books, supposedly the place where the boat's owner was staying while docked in New England, was empty, filled with occult scribblings and other strange decorations.
Abraham Lincoln.
Buckwheat, how goes it? Nothing substantial on my end so far, but I'm thinking if we look into this gang out by Salem... No need. Say hello to Mr. Cassidy. Hello, Mr. Cassidy. Mr. Cassidy is the culprit. Mr. Cassidy?
I guess that I...
Mr. Cassidy had a vendetta against the victim, ever since losing his eye and one arm in a lawn bowling related accident. Elaborate. No.
Oh man, my wife is gonna be so upset when she finds out I did a murder, and a double kidnapping, and another murder, and an attempted third murder on top of that.
That's right, she is, Mr. Cassidy. Hominy, this man seems very compliant. How did you find him? By scoping out the Lawn Bowls Club where the body was found. I infiltrated them flawlessly. No, come on! No! Oh, that one was okay. No! I do understand how it might drive one to murder. But, Mr. Cassidy, why take his family? Why burn them a week later? Why only kill him when he fought back? And why move his body from the doorstep only to drop it off at the club later? And what's your connection to the Puppeteer's Children and their boat?
If I'm being honest with you, Mr. Grayson, I don't really remember doing any of this. But Mr. Thompson showed me some pretty overwhelming evidence that I did, so I show him the evidence, Mr. Thompson. If you don't mind.
Right, yes. Well, firstly, I found some of Mr. Cassidy's belongings in the burned ruins of the ship. Not the type of stuff anybody would steal either. A hat, some shoes, suggesting he'd been there himself. He obviously didn't work alone in this kidnapping and murder, but rather hired members of the Puppeteer's Children to help him pull it off, which I proved thanks to some letters found in his desk at home, planning the conspiracy. Though Mr. Cassidy won't give up the identities of any of his co-conspirators.
Because I don't remember who they are, see. I do want to help out, if I could.
His remaining arm is strong enough to launch a harpoon at the correct velocity to pierce a man's chest so deeply, thanks to all the lawn bowling he does. And then there's the prior lawn bowling accident by the victim for his motive. It's really a rather neat solve. I see. Well then, Mr. Cassidy, I suppose Mr. Cassidy, you're under arrest. Yes. Yes, I suppose you are. Congratulations on your win, Hominy. I suppose this does make you the second best detective in America. And me the third. Sorry, Buckwheat. I know how much you wanted second place. Didn't. But second place is a big responsibility. Heavy as the chest that wears the shirt, and all that. Yes. Well, congratulations again. And my feelings aside, this competition did manage to do some good, all things considered. What things? What? What things considered? All of them. Are you not paying attention? Name them. Pardon? Name the things. Name 2 things you considered. I bet you can't even name 2 of them. You were just showing off. I can consider way more things than you, for the record. Way more. I suppose someone must go and inform Mr. Cassidy's wife of his conviction and numerous crimes. She won't take this news well. Pardon me.
Go away!
Right. Pardon me, madam.
Oh, hello.
May I come in?
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, welcome, sure. Yes, I am terribly sorry to have to tell you, Mrs. Cassidy, but I'm afraid it's the truth. Your husband is being prepared for trial as we speak.
I just don't see how it's possible, Mr. Not Grayson. He killed a man? Kidnapped a family? It makes no sense. My husband couldn't hurt a fly.
Really? But they're so easy to hurt. Are you sure he was trying?
He wasn't trying.
Then why even bring it up? I should be going now, madam. Have a good day. Sorry. Oops. Now that the competition's over, it gives me time to think, which I hate. I've learned ways of powering through it, however. I've grown quite a lot over this past 21-odd months, though it would seem not enough. Here I am, once again in someone's shadow.
All the same, something about this just feels wrong. I can't put my finger on it. My husband couldn't hurt a fly. It just doesn't add up to me. I was sure the killing had something to do with those strange occult symbols.
Abraham Lincoln.
I'm probably just upset that I'm only the third best detective in America. And I never even got to meet the real best, just Hominy. Ah well. Maybe I'll get lucky and someone will do another massacre for me to solve.
Wait a moment. Seeing a dead body is bad enough, but seeing it twice? Unbearable.
Hominy, if you aren't going to help me with this body, then go get some information about the victim.
I might stay out here, Buckwheat.
The only fingerprints upon it are mine, Hominy's, and that of the police force. My god. Hominy never touched the body. Not since it was found. And yet his fingerprints... Goodness me. Hominy moved the body. Hominy, you sneaky bastard!
Buckwheat?
You moved the body, didn't you?
What are you talking about, Buckwheat? The competition's over.
I don't care about the competition. You moved the body. Did you kill him? Did you set that boat alight?
What? Jesus, Buckwheat, no!
But you did move the body.
Listen, I didn't know that his family was in danger. I thought he was just some dead guy. I didn't know.
And Mr. Cassidy, the supposed killer, you must have known he was innocent. Hominy, look at me. Did you frame an innocent man, have him sent off to life in prison, just to win the competition?
Well, the long answer is yes.
What's the short answer?
We don't have time for that.
What's the short answer?
Hominy, that's illegal and immoral. An innocent man was going to...
That's illegal.
You can't just say what I've said in a silly voice and act like it makes you right. You know what? Two can play at that game. Meh, that's illegal. See? Now I've won.
You mimicked yourself, so I still won.
Oh. Alright, so say something then, and I'll mimic it. Well, come on, say something.
Come on, say something.
Come on, say... Hey, no, say something original.
Say something original, me.
Not cool, not cool.
Not cool, me.
Why did you do it, Hominy? You were a good detective. We were a good team.
I did it because I couldn't solve it in time.
What?
I found that body at the start of the week. I thought I could hide it away, team up with you all week while I worked the case in secret, then drop the body off and use my head start to win the competition. But I couldn't find the real killer, and you were starting to hone in on me. Damn it all, Buckwheat, narrowing down the suspects and moving the body to be in the age range of 3+? Jesus! You may as well have just accused me on the spot.
That was when I started to suspect something was wrong, yes.
A week. I thought dropping the body off on the last day would give me all the head start I needed, but in one day you'd already learned more than I had. Sure, you never found out that the victim's dentist had a 1-week holiday in Australia last month, but finding out that his family's missing and then finding the missing family is way better for the competition.
Damn it, Hominy, this isn't about some stupid competition, or some stupid rank. If we'd been working on that case a week earlier, that little girl's mother would still be alive. Haven't you learned anything from working together?
The only thing I learned from working with you is that I'd never have been able to beat you normally. Never! I screwed up. I made a mistake. But you don't know what it's like to constantly be second best. I constantly have to cover up my shortcomings. I couldn't take being second best twice. I couldn't be in second place to the guy in second place. I messed up, but you don't understand what that kind of pressure can do to you.
You're wrong. Had things gone differently, I could have been you. Hell, once I was you. But I chose to try. Even when it went against my nature, I improved. You're under arrest, Hominy Thompson. An alarming wake-up call. Hominy Thompson is what I might have become had I lacked the more positive influences in my life. Had I decided to stand still. We caught the real killer a few days later when we staked out the charred ruins of the boat. A cultist tied to the puppeteer's children, trying to perform a human sacrifice, who returned to check why his ritual didn't work. Apparently, it was because the girl didn't die with her mother. Yeah, man, that's why it didn't work. Your cult is super real and correct. Madeline was picked up by her aunt and uncle, who will be taking care of her from now on. As for me, I think I'm going to be leaving New England. Whatever awaits me next, whether it be normal England, Idaho, or a new continent entirely, I do not yet know. But despite the events of my time in New England, I can't wait to see where my travels may take me next.
He was poor.